And here that will take us to another stupid thing. If you remember, once I was reading an Islamic reference, and our sister Fifi, she said, "Oh, Christian Prince, is that Imam Murrah? Do you remember Imam Murrah? Who remember Imam Murrah?" He said, "This is not Murrah, this is Marrah. Marrah." But in Arabic, it's written the same. If I write the word Murrah or Marrah, it's exactly the same. And this is very important now, actually. I'm very thankful for the Lord to provide us with those idiots, because by their help, we get Islam busted. I will type the word correct twice. Once without, actually I will type in both without tashkil, and I will type it one more time. Okay. The Muslim, they said, "Oh, this is, it says once marrah, not murrah." What the difference between them? There's no difference except tashkil. So if you are reading a word in Arabic and you just change the tashkil, which was not exist in the time of Muhammad. This is something not Arab added. It's not the Arab even who added. Imagine. So if we add this, let us add it in the top. I will zoom in so you guys can see it better. If I add here fatha, that will make it marra. If I add dhamma, it's like a letter, you know, in the top. I'm trying to make it big so you can see it. In Arabic, we write it very small. That will make it murra. Christian Prince, he said murra, but he should say marra. And the Muslim, they made a story about it. Ha 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 ha! Christian Prince, in the front of me, it doesn't say marra, it doesn't say murra, but it says it clearly that there is a person who is saying that. Why? Because we have it inside the sentence. And let us say, for the sake of argument, that they are right. Here you notice how one movement in the top can change the whole meaning from murra to marra. As an example, if we write the word, and remember the Quran was without dots, so if I write here this, I ask a Muslim, what this word mean? He cannot, you know, I do not know, because there's many possibility. If I add dots here and 2 dots here, that will make it an elephant. Make it what? Elephant. If I take the dot here, that will make it 1 mile. If I take 1 dot here and lift 1 dot and add another dot, that will make it B4, the same word. And this is how the Quran was written, no dots. The most stupid book ever. And as you see, little tiny change can change everything. Now, many of you heard that Mimi Hijab, he made an ambush supposedly to our friend the apostate prophet. In this ambush, a hilarious stuff happened. The same ambush the Muslim, they tried to do to David Wood, and they tried to make him look funny and stupid. We will go to the apostate prophet very soon, and we will mention here what happened. This is a video made by Shia, not by me, exposing how Muslims, they lie. Muslim Sunni, they lie to the rest. So Shia versus Sunni exposing each other. if we go here, if you remember this video, this is a video where Mimi Hijab, he said, Allah have no hands. And this is a video where Fifi is saying Allah has hands. We will play them both. But just to go and see how the words change by reading them. This is our friend Samir Abdullah. He made a video. So for me, I was searching for the what video to play, and I found this video. Here, Mimi Hijab, he was supposedly debating, which is a funny, stupid debate, the opposite prophet. Look what happened.
He decided to use one of the variant readings of the Quran to try to show that in the alternate reading there are multiple suns.
Says, and by the way, the Quran says in chapter 25 that there are many suns, because it says تبارك الذي جعل في السماء بروجا.
No, it does not.
Pardon?
Where does it say that?
Yeah, it says in chapter 25 تبارك الذي جعل في السماء بروجا وجعل فيها سرجا منيرة. There's two qira'ahs. One qira'ah says سراجا منيرة and سرجا منيرة. So
Sirajan wa Surujan. Allah himself, he misread the Quran, because there's a huge difference between Sirajan and Surujan. Sirajan is one lamp, Surujan many lamps. Which one of them? Listen what happened next. I forgot to mention that Mimi Hijab, not only he quoted the verse wrongly, he skipped a word in the Quran. And why he skipped the word in the Quran, which is Al-Qamar, which means the moon. Here, our friends, they will explain to you.
The Siraj al-Munira means a shining lamp, and Suruj al-Munira means many stars. So a shining lamp means a star, and many suns, one sun and many suns. So in other words, the Quran says that there are many suns.
And that can be explained of the stupidity of Muhammad, because the Quran says that Allah, he is the Lord of the two east and the two west. So when the Muslims, they say this is about different galaxies, the fact the Quran teach that there is two east and there is two west. And the reason Muhammad, he come with this stupidity, because he could not explain how the sun appear from this side in the winter, yet appear from the other side in the summer. The Lord of the two east and the Lord of the two west. Do you see it? Now we go back to the stupidity of Muhammad. Mimi Hijab.
The cosmic picture of the Quran, therefore, is that there are many suns, many solar systems, because suns are accompanied with solar systems.
Basically, he's appealing to the scientific miracle while using the holes in the Quran issue as a feature, not a bug. First issue, if there are two readings and they contradict, they both can't be right. If the Hafs reading says lamp, Siraj, and the Khalf and Hamza reading says lamps, Suruj, they both can't be right. Lamp and lamps are totally different, so pick one. They're mutually exclusive, yet apparently all Qiraat are considered equally from Allah.
What do you mean pick one? He cannot pick one. Well, hello, you have to pick two. And the Muslim, they say that Allah, he sent the Quran in 7 letters, and the Muslim cannot handle it unless it's in 7 letters. What 7 letters? What is this? How that will, I mean, what the point of saying Sirajan or Surujan, as he said, Surujan? What is that? Is it 1 or 2? And now we will find out why he skipped the moon. Why Muhammad Hijab, Mimi, he skipped saying the moon. You know, if I am the one who was reading the Quran and I skipped the word moon, the Muslim, they will say he's a liar. He skipped the word, it's not there. Ha ha ha. He didn't know how to read Arabic. The same as they did with the Marra and Murra. Sirajan or Surujan? By the way, it's the same word. It's the same word. But the pronunciation is different because of the tashkil. And that will lead us to see that there's two words, have two different meaning, have multiple, it's about numbers. There's a huge difference between saying there's one moon and one sun, and one moon and many suns. Do we have one moon and many suns? Mimi Hijab, he said, this is the cosmic image of the Quran, cosmic. And he mentioned the Quran, mentioned many suns. But it says there one moon.
Second of all, the Quran only talks about one moon. What he did was translate suruj, lamps, as suns, but he did not translate qamar to moon. He left that part in Arabic only. It wasn't obvious to AP in the heat of the moment that Hijab was not translating the full verse, but Jay caught this and exposed it clearly here.
Alright, so what Muhammad Hijab is doing here is an attempt to argue that the Quran speaks of multiple solar systems, and the implication is that this is a scientific miracle, because how could the Quran have this information in the 7th century unless God revealed it? And he bases this on chapter 25, verse 61. Now, just to break down what's being said here, as Muhammad Hijab helped popularize with Yasir Qadi that there are multiple readings or qira'at of the Quran. That means that there are different versions of the Arabic Quran, which, as Muhammad Hijab is pointing out here, result in very different meanings. In one reading of the verse, it uses the word surajan, which means lamp, in the singular. And then in another version, it uses the plural, surajan. So to be clear, the verse doesn't actually use the word sun. It uses the word lamp and lamps. But Muhammad Hijab is saying that when it's in the singular, it refers to sun, singular, and when it's in the plural, it refers to suns, plural. And he's using this to substantiate his argument that the Quran speaks of multiple suns and therefore multiple solar systems, supposedly a scientific miracle of the Quran. Now, he entirely missed or skipped or omitted the word qamaran, which means moon. And I'm going to ask you, why do you think he did that? He cites it twice in Arabic, and in Arabic he skips it as well, but he translates it in English, skips it, completely omits the word moon, and he even looks it up on his phone later, and he never corrects himself. My question is, why do you think he skipped over the word qamar or qamaran, the word moon? The verse is saying that God made a lamp and a shining moon. Again, Muhammad Hijab cut out the word moon entirely, but the variant says lamps and a shining moon. Muhammad is arguing that lamps here refers to suns, which we'll grant for the sake of argument, and therefore there are multiple solar systems, many suns, many solar systems. However, there's a huge problem with that. The reason why he skipped over the word moon is because if you take this argument seriously, then there's only one moon for all of the solar systems in existence. Do you see how dishonest he is and why he left out the word moon now?
So he did read the verse twice, 3 times, and yet he did not mention the word moon. Why? Either he is stupid or he is being a smart hypocrite. Choose one. If we say the Quran says suns and moon, that means there's only one moon in the whole universe. If we say one sun, one moon, that is not what Mimi Hijab trying to say. He's trying to show you that the Quran have a cosmic image. So he skipped the word in purpose. If I am the one who skipped the word, do you know what the Muslim will do? They will make 1,000 videos about it. But this is Islam. And by the way, as long as you are saying that the word sirajan means sun, well, guess what? Muhammad must be sun too, because the Quran says that Muhammad is a sirajan muniran. Is that the Quran? Saying that Muhammad is sirajan? What translation is that? Which idiot? Muhammad is a son. This is why actually the Shia, they use this verse actually to worship Muhammad. The Shia, they believe that Muhammad and his family are created from lights, and both of them, they used to be stars in the forehead of Allah. So look what the Quran says. And here the Muslim, by the way, they add things that's not in the Quran, like Islamic monotheism, i.e., what is that? What is that in the Quran? And as one who invite to Allah by his leave, as a lamp spreading light. Okay, they will say here it's a metaphorical. All right, right. But guess, in different video, the Muslim, they says the Quran used the word siraj when he want to talk about the sun, and we just heard Mimi Hijab saying that the word siraj confirmed that it is sun. Correct? We heard that, right? They cannot deny it. Okay. The same verse Mimi Hijab he quoted. It says here that we made the sky, we placed in it lamps, and qamaran muniran. If you go in the Quran, different verse, I don't know if you saw the Muslims speaking about science and the Quran, the light of the sun. Let me try to find it. Hold on, give me a second. Just to show you how they try to fabricate things always as usual, and how we get them busted so easy. All right. There is something wrong with this website. It keeps crashing with me, this browser. Oh boy, I don't know what happened to it. Okay, let us open a different one. Give me a second. Okay, look like both of them are functioning wrongly. All right. Quran light, science, moonlight. I lost all the browser was open because of this crash of this stupid browser. Okay. If you look here, the site can provide secure connection. Hey, come on. What's wrong with those websites? All right, finally we found one we can open. Just give me a second here. All right. Moonlight reflect light mentioned in the Quran. Another lie the Muslims they come with, connected to the lie of Mimi Hijab who skipped the word moon. The same verse. Look. The same verse exactly. Mimi, where he skipped the moon, is speaking about what? The moonlight. Let us see. It was believed in the early civilization that moon emanates its own light. Excuse my English. Science now tells us that the light of the moon is reflected light. However, this fact was mentioned in the Quran 1400 years ago. Okay, let us see. And then they quote the same verse Mimi Hijab was quoting. Blessed is he who made consultation, okay, in the skies and placed therein a lamp and the moon giving light. This is your translation, right? A lamp and the moon giving light. Okay. The Arabic word for sun in the Quran is Shams. Is also referred as Siraj, which mean torch. Okay, you can read the rest. And then they come, let's go to the moon. Chapter 10, verse number 5. It is he who made the sun to be shining glory and the moon to be light. So those are the verses making the moon a reflection of light. Okay, let us go to the Quran and laugh together. Remember, the word Nur means reflected light. Remember that. Well, all the Quran mentioned the word Nur, and Allah himself is a Nur. So Allah is reflected light too. He is the moon. Allah is the light of the heaven. Remember, it's the same word in Arabic. We are not, you're reading the metaphorical now. This is the word Nur. This is the word Nur. Allah is Nur. So if the Muslim, they say, claiming that the word Nur is a word mean reflection of light, that means Allah is not God and he was reflecting a light of somebody else. Do you see it? This is the same word, Nur. We can go to the rest of the verses. Chapter 9, verse number 32. They want to extinguish the light of Allah. But Allah light is reflection. Allah in the Quran, in chapter 24, verse number 35, explained that he is Nur. And this Nur is coming from burning lamp. So how we say the word Nur mean reflection, and here it says in this verse that the light of Allah of the heaven and the earth, the parable of his light as if there were a niche and within it a lamp, and in the lamp is enclosed glass, and the glass as it were in a brilliant star, light from the blessed tree, and an olive neither east or west. Allah is illuminating from a niche. This is the burning star. This is the light of the stars. How this can become reflection now. So you notice right away that the Muslims, they fabricate when they want a story, and they deny the same story when they want.